Voldemort gave Draco Malfoy a job. Kill Albus Dumbledore, the greatest wizard alive. Draco was 16, and Voldemort didn't expect him to manage it. He gave that job to a schoolboy because he wanted him to fail, and to die failing. It was about his father. Lucius Malfoy had been put in charge of the mission at the Ministry of Magic, sent to retrieve a prophecy. He lost it. He got himself captured, along with most of the others, and ended up in Azkaban. Voldemort does not forgive, so he called in his son. Narcissa Malfoy works it out. She's been forbidden to speak about the plan at all, so she does something dangerous. She goes to Severus Snape's house at night, in secret, with her husband in prison and nowhere else to turn, and she says it out loud, choking on it, that Voldemort has chosen Draco in revenge, that he does not mean him to succeed, that he wants him killed trying. Snape doesn't contradict her. He confirms the part he can. The Dark Lord is very angry with Lucius, and he does not forgive easily. Her sister Bellatrix is sitting in the same room and tells her she should be proud. So Narcissa asks him to protect her son, and when that isn't enough, she asks him to swear it, on his life, an unbreakable vow. Break it, and you die. Snape swears, and in the same conversation he says the thing that tells you exactly how much of a chance Draco had. He believes Voldemort intends him to be the one that killed Dumbledore in the end. Draco is just meant to try first. Narcissa understands. Snape understands. Voldemort designed it that way. The only person still treating it like an honor is Draco. Because at first, he's proud. He's been chosen, personally, by the Dark Lord. He tells people he isn't coming back to school, that he has bigger things ahead of him. He struts around the train in front of his friends. That lasts until he starts trying. The books track what happens to him that year through Harry's eyes, and it isn't subtle. He starts missing Quidditch matches. He disappears for hours into places Harry can't follow. He spends so much of that year hidden away that Harry ends up having house elves track him through the castle. And he starts to look wrong, grey in the face, thinner. The kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. The boy who spent 5 years making sure everyone looked at him spends this one trying not to be seen. And his attempts are terrible. He curses a necklace and arranges for it to reach Dumbledore. It never gets near him. A girl called Katie Bell touches it by accident and is nearly killed. She spends most of the year in hospital. He poisons a bottle of mead meant for the headmaster. Dumbledore never drinks it. Ron Weasley does. Look at what those two attempts actually are. They're not the work of an assassin. They're the work of a frightened boy trying to kill a man from as far away as he can possibly stand. Cursed objects, poisoned bottles, anything that means he doesn't have to be in the room. He can't do it up close. He can barely do it at all. And both times, he hurts somebody who had nothing to do with any of it. Then, Harry finds him in a bathroom. Draco Malfoy is standing at a sink, gripping it with both hands, crying, properly crying, in front of moaning Myrtle, because he has nobody else left to talk to. He says he can't do it, that it isn't working, that unless he gets it done soon, he'll be killed. He's not a Death Eater enjoying his power. He is a child who has understood far too late what was actually being asked of him. But he does it, not the killing. The part nobody asked him for, the plan he came up with himself, to get a group of armed Death Eaters inside the castle. There is a broken cabinet in Hogwarts, and its twin is in a shop in Nocturne Alley, and if you can repair one, you can walk between them. It takes him almost the entire year, working in secret while he's falling apart. And it works. Death Eaters walk into Hogwarts, because Draco actually managed to repair it. He gets to the top of the tower. He finds Dumbledore alone, wandless and ill. He disarms him. Everything except the killing he has actually done. And then Dumbledore talks to him. He tells him he isn't an assassin. He goes through the necklace and the poison, not as accusations, but as evidence. Those weren't the acts of a killer. He offers him a way out. He can hide him more completely than Draco can possibly imagine. He can send people for his mother that same night. His father can be protected too when the time comes, and Draco says the line that the whole year has been building to. But I got this far, didn't I? They thought I'd die in the attempt, but I'm here. There it is. He knows. Somewhere in those months he worked out exactly what he was to Voldemort. Not a chosen one, a message being sent to his father, and the only thing he has left is the fact that he beat it. Draco tells him he's the one with the wand, that Dumbledore is at his mercy, and Dumbledore answers quietly, "It is my mercy, and not yours, that matters now." And Draco lowers the wand. He can't do it. Other Death Eaters arrive and shout at him, and he still can't. Snape does it instead. Now, none of that makes him a good person, and the books never pretend it does. He spent years being genuinely vile. He used the word mudblood as a weapon over and over against Hermione. He mocked Harry for having dead parents. He mocked Ron for being poor. He joined a squad of students who bullied their classmates. He was a coward and a snob and a bully, and the fear he lived through that year didn't turn him kind. It just took the fun out of it. Both of those things are true at once, and the second one doesn't cancel the first. Then his parents' house fills up with Death Eaters. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are caught and dragged to Draco's house. Harry's face has been cursed into a swollen mess, and nobody can be certain it's him, so they call for the one person in the building who would know that face anywhere. Draco has spent his entire school life obsessed with Harry Potter. He'd know him in the dark. His father is beside him, avid, asking him, Is it Harry Potter? Because handing Harry over would restore everything the family has lost, and Draco says he can't be sure. One word from him and Voldemort could be standing in that room within seconds, but he doesn't say it. He hasn't stopped wanting his family's name back. He isn't doing it out of love for Harry Potter, but somewhere in that year, he grew a conscience he never asked for. And in that room, half-heartedly perhaps, but about as well as he could manage, he tries to save Harry's life. Later, in the Battle of Hogwarts, Draco is in a room full of Fiendfyre, cursed fire that eats everything it touches, and Harry, who has every reason on earth to leave him there, turns his broom around and goes back for him. And later still, Harry is lying on the floor of the forest, pretending to be dead, and Narcissa Malfoy is sent to check the body. She leans down, and what she whispers to him isn't about Voldemort, or the war, or the prophecy. She asks whether her son is alive. Harry tells her yes, and he can only tell her that because he went back into the fire for Draco. Then Narcissa stands up and tells Lord Voldemort that Harry Potter is dead. She isn't repaying anyone. The only way she gets inside that castle to find her son is as part of a conquering army. So she hands Voldemort his victory. By that point, she has stopped caring whether he wins. Follow that back. Draco doesn't identify Harry. Harry escapes. Harry goes back into the fire for Draco. Narcissa gets her answer and lies to Voldemort's face. And Voldemort loses. The boy Voldemort sent to die is a link in the chain that killed him in the end. Draco spent his entire childhood being told what he was. Better than other people. Better than Muggleborns. A Malfoy. Someone who would do what needed doing the way his father did. He believed all of it. He wanted it. He got the mark on his arm and he was proud of it. And then he was handed the thing he had been raised to be capable of. And he found out he wasn't. He did not have it in him to kill somebody. His father taught him everything except that. He was just, in the end, not able to be what they made him.